Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sahar. For those of you who are new, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And for those of you who have been watching my channel, welcome back. It's been like a minute since I posted, so I'm excited to update y'all on everything that's been going on in my life for the past year. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and do like a little life update. A lot of you guys watch my videos in relation to the military. I have a video on my military experience, and then I have a video on the VA home loan. So today my video is going to be on getting out of the military. So about a year ago, I got out of the military and went full entrepreneur. So I've been just running my trucking business ever since, and it's going well for me, thank God, because I was so nervous on the whole process of getting out of the military. But things are going well so far. Running a business definitely has its ups and downs. If you know me, you know I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all the good, bad, ugly, whatever. In the military, you go from having so much stability and good benefits and everything. For those who have been in the military, we all know it's not a 9 to 5, but it's more like a job. With a business, it's different because you have to run everything. I mean, you hire employees and stuff like that, but mainly it's you. You're getting up every day, and it's not just like normal work hours. It's whenever the business needs your attention, you got to be there, okay? So I decided to get out of the military because I really didn't like my job, which was supply, or some people like to call it logistics. I was a 2S in the Air Force. So yeah, I didn't like it. And while I did enjoy the benefits, the income, the people that I met, a lot of them were good people. Some of them were bad people, but the good people that I came across, I really appreciated them. I enjoyed all of those aspects of the military, but it came a point where I'm like, okay, I really don't like my job. I really never have. And I'm not a miserable person. I'm more so an optimistic person, and I look at the positives. So a lot of the time I was just sucking it up and just really giving it all I got, like giving it a fair chance. But when it got to me coming up on 8 years in the military, I decided I no longer wanted to do it. I came up with a game plan, and this is well before I came up on my time to get out. I had been thinking about getting out, so it's not something I did like spontaneously. I had already started my trucking business. I didn't have a CDL yet, but I had a driver and I had a truck. So I had already started my trucking business. And I really enjoyed it. So I was like, man, I would love to just run my trucking business full time. So I came up with a plan, and I ended up getting out. I love it so much more as a civilian, not gonna lie. Whew, I can't say I necessarily miss the military, but I'm so grateful for everything that it provided to me. I'm grateful to have served. I'm grateful that I joined, because there's still benefits that you reap even as a veteran. I'm glad that I still have some type of benefits from the military, and that I joined in the first place, because I feel like it helped me reach where I am today. It was really like a stepping stone for me. I always wondered if I was always on the edge, like, do I want to make this a career, or do I want this to just be a stepping stone? And what helped me decide is like, I just feel like I really needed that clarity. I hate being on the fence, and I'm like, okay, if I was really that in love with the military, then it would be like a no-brainer. Like, I would just know that that's what I wanted to do as a career. But for me, I kind of knew there were other things I wanted to pursue, and I knew I always wanted to own a business since I was a little girl. So it was gonna happen sooner or later, and it finally happened. I am now a civilian, and I love it. I'll do a video going more in depth to my trucking business and how I got started with that and everything. But for today, I just wanted to kind of talk about how it was getting out of the military and everything. So I got out on April 7th of last year, so it just hit a little bit over a year. Getting out was difficult, but it wasn't as difficult as people said it would be. It's just a lot of out processing. So, and I know some people get stressed out more than others. I guess it takes me a little bit more to get to that point because I didn't think it was super difficult. It's just a lot of appointments you have to keep up with. There's like a list you have to stay on top of for your out processing. So you just got to make sure you're staying on top of things. If you need to get your medical records, go get your medical records. If you need to get in any last minute appointments that's going to help with your disability or whatever you plan on doing when you get out, make sure you go to your appointments and everything, because it's up to you to take care of you. Nobody's gonna like hold your hand in the process. I mean, your supervisor might check in on how things are going with you and the out processing, but ultimately I feel like you should stay on top of that for yourself. For those of you that are in the military, that plan on getting out anytime soon, you should check out the BDD program. And man, I wish I would have known about that, because it's like a program where you can apply for your disability benefits, like I think up to 6 months prior to getting out of the military. So it's a pretty good program, and I didn't know about it. I don't know how new it is, but I think it's a newer program, and maybe that's why I didn't know why. And one of my friends told me about it, and I was like, man, I wish I would have knew about it, because she was getting out around the same time as me, and she did it, but I didn't do it. I waited till a little bit before I got out to put in my intent to file with the VA, and then I ended up filing my claim after I got out because it was too late for me to participate in the BDD program. So yeah, if you guys can start doing all your disability and claim stuff before you get out, that way hopefully by the time you get out you can have your disabilities, versus waiting till you get out doing everything and then that's just longer. You have to wait on getting your money. I'm still waiting to get a disability rating from the VA and to see the decision on my claim. So yeah, do that in advance if y'all can, for real, because it's been over a year of me getting out and I'm still waiting. But that's okay. I have my income for my business, so it's fine. Thank God I haven't had to struggle through this process. I feel like I had a pretty smooth transition from military to civilian, and I do feel like having a plan makes it a lot easier. So like I said, being an entrepreneur has its ups and downs for sure. It's not always, I mean, 1 minute you could be on a high, I mean cloud nine, just everything's going well and oh my gosh, I love this, you know, and then the next minute it could be like, oh, something came up or something went wrong, or you're not making as much money as you were the week prior or something like that. Anything can happen. So it definitely has its ups and downs. It's definitely not as much stability starting off as it was in the military. In the military, you know, every month on the 1st and the 15th, you getting that check. Thank God things have been going pretty smooth for the most part. What else is new? Oh, I didn't mention that a couple months before I got out of the military, I got my CDL. So not only do I manage my business, but I also drive too. So I have 2 trucks right now on the road. I drive one of them, and then I hired a driver and he drives one of them. So yeah. It's different because when I was in the military, I was just managing it. I didn't have a CDL. I didn't drive a truck. And now I actually drive one of my trucks. It's a manual, so it's not an automatic. But lucky for me, my dad's a truck driver. My dad, he flew out and he helped teach me how to drive. And I have a friend here in Virginia that knows how to drive a manual, so he would take me out on the weekends and help me learn how to drive. It was not easy. Usually things come pretty simple for me. It's always pretty black and white, like learning something new. And if I do struggle a little bit with it, like I'll get the hang of it in maybe like a week. Y'all, learning how to drive a stick was so challenging for me. Like it wasn't easy at all. And yeah, it was intimidating. it was very intimidating at first. For those truck drivers watching this, maybe you'll know what I'm talking about, but you grinding gears until you learn like the gear pattern, which gear to go into when you shifting. And that was like the most difficult thing to learn for me. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? It was very challenging. It was, whew, it was not easy. So I had like a love-hate relationship because I was like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? I should have just got an automatic instead of a manual. But then everything came together. I learned it, and now I shift with like no issues. I'm really good at it now. So everything's going well now. But at first, it was a wreck. Like, it was a nightmare learning how to drive that stick, y'all. A nightmare. But I got through it. So that's my main update, is just getting out of the military and taking on, running my trucking business full time. And yeah, just letting you guys know that if you're getting out of the military anytime soon, or not even anytime soon, just if you're getting out of the military at all, have a plan. I feel like things can go much smoother transitioning, especially if you were in the service as long as I was, which was almost 8 years. Everything will go so much smoother when you're transitioning back to civilian life if you have a plan. So just have a plan, and try to stick to that plan, and try to have that plan, I'd say at least 6 months to a year before you're approaching your date of getting out. It'll make everything so much smoother, so you know what you're gonna do when you're gonna get out, career-wise, business-wise, whatever. Even if you're gonna go reserves, I didn't want to go reserve or guard because I had just had had it up to here. I was ready to just be done completely with the military, but that's another great option, is guard or reserve, for those of you who are interested. But whatever you do, just have a plan, and that way when it is time for you to get out, you can focus more on things like filing your claims for disability, completing your out processing checklist, getting all your doctor's appointments taken care of, obtaining all of your medical records. You can focus on things that are just going to help you get further along, and things that you'll need upon getting out of the service, things that will come in handy, or help you. You can focus on those things rather than coming up with a plan of, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I honestly feel like that's the main thing that helped me along my journey of transitioning, is having a plan and knowing what I was going to do when I got out and sticking to that. So yeah, and I'm trying to get my subscribers up on here. So if you like any of the information I just shared with y'all, if y'all enjoy watching my channel, please subscribe. For those of you who are new, for those of you who have been around, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody for watching. And if y'all have any questions or comments or anything, just comment it below, and I will be checking them out. Believe me, I'll be reading them, and I'll do my best to answer whatever y'all have for me. But yeah, y'all, I will see y'all next time. And I'm probably about to make another video right after this, a Q&A video for some questions I've gotten underneath my other videos. So like I said, I do be paying attention. And yeah, so y'all tune into that one too. All right, see y'all next time.